How to make slow cooker French toast. Let's get into it. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of whole milk. Add a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Oops, that might be a little too much, but that's okay. Add a pinch of salt and about a tablespoon of vanilla. To this mixture, you want to crack in 6 eggs. Three, and 6. Whisk this mixture until it's smooth and well combined and all of your eggs have been fully mixed in. Feel free to add other seasonings like nutmeg, allspice, cloves, anything you'd like as well. If you don't like cinnamon, or if you want to add more than just cinnamon, feel free. More flavor the better. When your eggs and milk mixture is nice and smooth, you want to put it to the side so we can start working on our French bread. You will need 1 French loaf, which is roughly about 1 pound. Cut it into large chunks. They don't have to be super perfect as long as they are roughly the same size. Roughly about this size is good enough. Again, they don't have to be the exact same size as long as they are all roughly the same size. And you don't have too many like super small pieces with super large pieces. Start adding your bread cubes to your milk mixture. Once you've got all your bread cubes in your milk mixture, whisk until it's all fully coated and well saturated in your milk. You might have to go in with your hands. It'll probably just be the easiest bet. Definitely your easiest bet. And of course, make sure your hands are clean before you start doing this. Now cover your French toast and let it rest in the fridge for a minimal of 2 hours or up to 12 hours, preferably overnight, to let it soak. Now just before you're ready to put your French toast in your crock pot, you want to start on your topping. Put a half a cup of brown sugar in a small bowl or a medium-sized bowl, like a cereal bowl. Add 4 tablespoons of butter to your sugar bowl. Add about a teaspoon of cinnamon, an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and about an 1/8 of a teaspoon of other spices such as nutmeg or cardamom or whatever. I mean, things like nutmeg or allspice or ginger, things like that, if you like. If not, leave it out and just leave the cinnamon in. Now, using a fork, you want to mash this all up until it's well combined, but you want to try to leave a couple of big clumps and a few small clumps, just for variation. Also, don't forget, your butter should be room temperature. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. And you might want to just do this with your hands. It might also be a little easier. Your mixture will most likely be a smooth ball. That's okay. We can just clump it up in a minute when we put everything together. Meanwhile, put this aside. And meanwhile, grab your bread out of the fridge. Now it should be nice and moist. Look at that. All the liquids got all soaked up. Put your bread mixture. You might want to just pour it in or spoon it in. Put it into your crock pot. Make sure it's in one even layer. Once you've got one even layer, grab your sugar mixture. Start breaking it apart with your fingers and sprinkle it around on top. I also forgot to mention you want to spray your crock pot before you put the bread in. Sorry. Once you've got all your sugar mixture on it, put the lid on and cook it on high for about 2 hours. Now, if you don't have a crock pot or you don't want to use your crock pot and you want to use your oven, spray a casserole dish or like a glass pan or a metal pan, whatever you got, and bake it off at 350 degrees for, I'd start out with maybe 20 to 30 minutes and then go from there, maybe 5 to 10 increments after that, until it's golden and bubbly and fully cooked. When your French toast is done, let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Serve your French toast with some maple syrup and some powdered sugar if you'd like, and enjoy.